This is Dave McCauley from RunMichigan.com. We're talking with Greg Meyer. Most of you know Greg from all his past glorious and incredible road racing accomplishments. But Greg's most recent, among Greg's most recent duties is the Elite Athlete Coordinator for both the Riverbank Run and also here at the Crim Festival of Races. And Greg, talk to us a little bit about, from an elite perspective, what's coming up for the 2012 Crim.
You know, I think it's shaping up to be a very strong field. I'm trying to focus in on a caliber of athlete that's going to create a great race. And right now, I think that's coming together very well. We've got Evelyn Legat coming in, Carolyn Rochich on the men's side, Silas Sang, Samuel Nareba, and a list of others, all in about that 1 hour, 101 half marathon range. Okay. You know, so I like to see a fight out there.
Right.
You know, so that's what I'm targeting. We've got Boaz coming in from the U.S. side, and we'll focus more on the Michigan people in the weeks to come, because we always, you know, want to focus in and make sure that Michigan runners are represented here.
Right.
But it's going to be an exciting year, and I'm really pleased to have Dina Castor coming in. Dina's been just a wonderful ambassador for running in the U.S. For a number of years, and I think she's going to add so much to the event. You know, it's just, she's a special lady. You're cut out of the same cloth as Joe Benoit Samuels.
Right. Obviously, like you said, I mean, Crim's always been famous for the top elite runners that it attracts, and also from a Michigan perspective, it's definitely a race where the top Michigan people know they can go compete against each other and have those other elite runners out in front of them to kind of bring them along to some better times.
Yeah, you know, it's the Crim organization has always wanted to make sure that the Michigan runners were taken care of, which, you know, it helps when they designate a separate purse for Michigan people, and that's as it should be. I mean, they deserve to have the opportunity to earn a little bit of money, but also race against some of the best. And the Crim race loves its Kenyans, but they love the Michigan people too. So it'll be a good year. Right.
From an American side perspective, you mentioned Dina Castor. Any other top Americans that are coming this year?
Not really. It kind of scares them off, and when you look at the top Americans who would be able to compete with the Kenyans or the Ethiopians, you know, they're probably at the Olympics.
Right.
So we have a smaller pool to pick from. We'll get a couple, but it's traditionally, except for the years where we were the U.S. Championship, we don't draw a lot of the top Americans. And again, some of that is an economic decision. When you look at it, Dathan Ritzenheimer, Ryan Hall, that area, or Shailene Flanagan, their appearance fee would actually be almost as much as our entire prize purse, because there's so few of them that have that name recognition. They command so much more.
Right.
So it's just one of the challenges we have.
What is it about Crim that you feel that can bring these people in? Is it the obviously you do a great job of assembling all this, but the Crim from a standpoint of a 10-mile race, not a very common race, is it something that you feel that the elite?
It's not a common race, but it's well known. It's 36 years of doing this and doing it well. So like when someone like Samuel Nareba, he knows this race from when his sister ran here. Athletes talk.
Right.
If they're treated well, they come in, it's a well-organized race, they have the ability to earn some money, people are going to want to come. And on the international side, I turn people away. You know, now some of them, you know, people want a free plane ticket, they're not good enough. But the fact is, the word gets out, you know, and when you look at the running circuit in the U.S., you know, you go from the Bix 7-miler, you've got the Beach to Beacon, then Falmouth, and then it's the Crim, you know, and that's how it falls out. So you'll see those athletes rotating through those races, and we're one of those major races around the country.
Do you feel that, I mean, if most people are out there running 10,000 meters, 5,000 meters, things like that competitively, is the 10-mile distance something that excites them, or is it, like you said, the fact that wherever they go, whether it's a 3-mile race or a 12.4-mile race, the fact that they can get that much competition?
Well, I think it's the competition, and I think when you look at the elite athletes, the difference between running a 10K and a 10 mile, it's not that big a deal. Mm-hmm. They train high miles. So it's really, many of them will end their season with the Crim and then go into their fall training marathon training program. A lot of the Americans, their focus is on the 20K U.S. Championship, which is a week later than us in New Haven. So, people pick their spots. But I don't think there's, when you look at 10 miles and you look at an elite distance runner, it's not like you're taking an 800-meter runner up. Right. You're looking at 10,000 meters and marathoners who come and play at the 10 mile. It's a great intermediate distance.
Right. Okay. Well, obviously you've done a great job of assembling all these great athletes, and it's always good to talk to you, and the knowledge that an original Michigan person, all the great things you've done running-wise.
Well, thanks for all Run Michigan's doing for running, because it's great to actually see it out there.
It's our pleasure. Well, good luck this year, Crim. You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.